welcome back to part 2 of my BreyerFest loot video. I know I did not actually intend for it to be 2 parts, but I figured part 1 was getting kind of long for the stuff that I normally do, so I decided I would break it up into 2 parts. Part 1 is available right now. You can go watch that, and that would be all my loot from the chin, the covered arena, anything that I'm going to use as like a body or to paint, to paint, including a lot of really cool micros. So go ahead and check that out right now. I am going to go ahead and get started on this part 2, which is all of the BreyerFest specific special runs. So anything that you could get in the Breyer store, the tent, and then like this neat VIP lunchbox that I got that I'll probably be using as my actual lunchbox. This also is not going to be an unboxing video, but some of this stuff I just like, it's just like this. I'm just going to have to pop open and show you guys. So we got a neat little bento box. This is a VIP lunchbox, so this is what you got with a VIP ticket. They did a really cute little bento box. I got some stickers. Pins. Everybody's upside down. Pins. I believe this is a cooling towel. I think you're supposed to like wet this and hang this around your neck. Interesting. And then the picnic set, which the blanket pattern that I got was actually the one that I really wanted, which is the cute little checker one. Yeah, so this is a little picnic blanket and stakes. This was super fun. But yeah, the little bento box is absolutely adorable. All these are machine washable. And yeah, I think this was a really cute idea, doing a lunchbox and a picnic set. Absolutely. Next up is this year's Best of BreyerFest Stablemates collection. I will be popping these open and going over them individually. So right now I just wanted to show you guys that I obtained them. Violetia. I did actually get a couple of these. One to use as a body and one to keep because I love white standard breads. I'll be doing a full review and unboxing on her at a later date. But isn't she cool? Isn't she cool? Very nice. FVA's Grand Design or Tilly, yet another one that I'll be doing an unboxing on at a later date. This is actually my mom's horse. I did not want this one. I wanted the white standard bread, but we picked one of these up because she really wanted one. Very pretty. Full review coming later. These are the single day stablemates. Well, technically they're not single day stablemates anymore. And again, I'll definitely be unboxing these and doing a review a little later. Anything that has to get totally unwrapped, I'm gonna save for an individual video simply because I don't want these videos like this to be over like 15-20 minutes. So for right now, you guys can appreciate the really cute little boxes. And I promise I will do a full review of these soon. But now I'm going to go ahead and grab the special runs. All the 10 specials. All right. So admittedly, I wasn't super enamored with any of the special runs from this year when we saw them in pictures. However, that definitely changed when we started seeing them in person. I got to see them Thursday, my bad. Sorry guys, Thursday during setup for the AG, and they're actually on display for everybody when the AG opens on Thursday night. But it was really nice to be able to go in there and see the special runs before you some made a commitment. But I want to start with Scurry. I got the Bay version, which is the version that I really wanted. I do not think that I would have been happy with the Perlino version. I do not like how it turned out. I think that the lack of contrast does not make for a very interesting model, but that's just me. I know some people really liked her, but I absolutely adore this version, this lovely Bay version. The color is absolutely stunning. And this pony mold is super like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, underappreciated? Yeah. No, she is Lovely, lovely. Her one eye that she has is painted as well. Beautiful. And this year I did notice that with the BreyerFest models, there's not a whole lot of masking flaws or anything this year, which is awesome. They did a great job. Next up on my list is Peanutine. I know that the color shift version, the purple, it's like purple, green, gold. To me, it's really cool in theory, and I like that specific kind of color shift. The only thing I did not like about it when seeing it in person was this donkey mold is so textured that the color shift ends up looking a little bit weird. But I actually got 2 of this version, the regular version, and I like him way more than I thought I would. Summer did a really good job on this pattern, and I didn't know how well I was going to like this color in person. It looked really, really red online, but the more that I look at it, it's actually not a whole lot of red to it. There's certainly red undertones, but I like how chocolatey he is. And then the signature donkey, the cross over the back and the dorsal stripe. Very, very cute. He's got really pretty eyes. They did a great job on his eyes. And then the soft pink on the snoot. Beautiful, beautiful model. So I got this one because I don't have a long ear. My mom actually has Tennessee Titan from BreyerFest 2013. And now I have this guy. Isn't he sweet? Now coming in at number 2 on my I didn't think I'd actually be keeping this one list is Wells, specifically glossy Wells. I was definitely not really a fan of this guy. I figured that he would be pretty popular, seeing as loose mane Shenandoah normally is. So we snagged one just in case. But I will say, I'll tell you guys, the glossy sold me on this one, which is rare. I'm not typically a glossy person. I would normally rather have the matte. And while in person I could seriously appreciate the softness of the matte finish on this fella, because we got 1 matte and 2 glossy. Somebody gave us an extra ticket, and then Lurie actually bought a matte one off someone, and it was really nice actually. But I don't know, something about the glossy version of this model really sold me on it. So he also has super pretty eyes. Very nice. The masking on the mane on this fella is a little bit funky. I think they kind of all are. That's just par for the course with this mold. But this isn't also bare plastic. This is actually nicely shaded. It does look like he has a little bit of a pearl tint to his mane and tail. But because it is glossed, you can't quite tell. That's my only beef with gloss, is that when something is pearly and you gloss it, the gloss kicks the pearly away. But yeah, he is a super nice model, and one that I did not expect to be keeping, but will probably be hanging on to for a little while. Coming in at number 1 on the models I did not expect to be keeping this year list is Speos. I do like the color shift version of Speos that I did see. It looks like a cool purple red from what I could tell in both pictures, and they did have one out in the AG. But I actually really like this guy just the way he is. Animar is a ridiculously fun mold. I like him a lot. But the online photos made this guy seem so dull. And I'm so happy that he's not. He's actually this beautiful, fiery, coppery red with nicely painted eyes as well. A good face marking, big face marking. And lots of shading to boot. I mean, he really has some wonderful shading. But this coppery color, this really metallic-y coppery color, is simply stunning in person. And like, you guys can see very well how much it actually reflects that light back at you. It is stunning. Certainly not something that I thought I was going to be keeping, but I will also be hanging on to this fella for quite some time, I feel. And then we have this year's surprise horse, something that I also did not necessarily think I'd be keeping, but once I found out it was Hamilton, oh boy, did my plans change. So this is not actually the one that we pulled from the line. The one that we pulled from the line was the Matte Roan Sabino, or Overo, my bad. Matte Roan Overo, which was very, very pretty. However, once I found out there was a black and white one, I think you guys know where this is going. I absolutely had to have the black and white one. This is the color that I've wanted Hamilton in since he came out. This is actually the color that I wish that the original Hamilton would have come out in. And it is pearly, so you know I had to have it. I love this horse. I love, love, love this horse. He's absolutely stunning. I do not think that I would have enjoyed the glossy as much as the matte version, also because it would take the pearl away. But, you know, there isn't much shading to this black. I'm actually really okay with that. What happens is, though, it doesn't look like there's a blue black underneath. It doesn't look like there's a red black underneath. But it looks like that they painted the black and then blasted this whole thing with pearl, which actually gives you a lot of shading in and of itself. So I think that's pretty cool. The other thing that I like about this guy is the fact that his ribbon in his mane is actually painted the Breyer blue and gold. The other ones had some neat ribbon combos, but I just think that the Breyer colors on this one was a really smart move on Heather's part. As far as like my general opinions on the surprise this year, I actually really liked all of them. I don't think that there's one that I wouldn't have been happy taking home. Not that I would have kept them for very long, but they all were really cool. I think my least favorite was probably the one that I actually pulled, which was the Roan Overo. But, you know, even though this guy was my top favorite, the other one that I really enjoyed was the Deco. It was shaded super nicely. It had this really cool color shift effect, and it looked good whether you got it in matte or gloss. The other one that I think is kind of the unsung hero is actually that chestnut. It was a chestnut with like a big face marking and then 4 white socks. And it's absolutely stunning. It really, really is. So I definitely think that that one's going to be sought after in a couple of years here. But what a banger year to use Hamilton as a surprise. All right, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this year's BreyerFest loot video. I had a lot of fun at this year's event. Being in the AG was a really cool experience. Not as stressful as I thought it was going to be, but super duper busy. And it was so nice to say hi to all of you guys and everything. It was just awesome. And then to spend BreyerFest with friends. Lurie came. For those of you guys who don't know, Lurie came, and she's one of the members of our Perfect Pony Squad that streams with us every Wednesday. And we got to meet in person for the first time ever at BreyerFest, which was super cool. So yeah, this year was just like really, really awesome. And I owe a lot of that to you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you, you know, for watching the videos, for buying the stickers, for checking out my customs, all of it. All right, Pony Pals, I will see you in the next video. Bye.